Okay, that's just going to have to stay there. So I want to use point slope. So here's what I do. It's y minus y1 equals my slope, x minus x1. Okay, I'm setting it up. Now, the slope is the yellow. Do I have a yellow pen? I thought I did. Guess we're not going to use the yellow pen. How about red? What am I, this is the slope right here. This is the y1. This is the x1. All you have to do is plug the values in. What's the y coordinate here? What's the y coordinate? 4. That's it? Cole, look at that. It's 4. It's easy. What's the x coordinate, Cole?
The x coordinate?
Yeah.
5.
Negative 5. And what's the slope? Is it Lalo? Lalo. Lalo. Okay. What's the slope?
Slope is 1/2.
Yeah. That's it. The only thing, I don't even care if you leave the 2 negatives there, but I think there are other teachers that do care, and if you're going to check answers, you know, you might not be able to check it unless you're able to change it. Then I really don't care. But it's x, and 2 negatives make a, 2 wrongs make a right. Right? Your parents will say that. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Right?
But you know what I don't like about these styles? Is that they're like,
You can use your finger.
so like I want something that I can make
You want something sharper.
like just something that I can make like smaller.
Right. You can't. All you can do is expand your screen, stretch your screen, and then change your line style to thinner.
Yeah.
That's it. And that's why I like Notability. It was actually a little bit better. But this is better than Notes. Notes was terrible. Okay. Now you got to think a little bit. I have a line. Here's my line, and my other line is parallel. This is the symbol for parallel. You'll be in geometry next year. Might as well see it now. What's true about the slopes of these 2 lines? Nick, what's true about the slopes of these 2 lines? I might put you all over on that one side, too. And you're trying to, no, we're not doing Khan Academy. You're doing this.
Already finished it.
Oh, what'd you get for an answer? Yeah, finish is great. I'm just assuming you don't know what you're doing. Nick. No, they're parallel. What's true about the slopes? Railroad tracks. What's true about the slopes? They're the same. Remember, what is slope? No? It's a measure of the line that goes like that.
It goes like that.
It's the measure. It's a numerical way to say a line or a surface is steep or not steep. What is Grant? What did you find out for your slope here? Now remember, what does it mean to do your homework? I have to do this all day long because even in Calc 2, they don't know what it means. First, you try everything. Then you check your answers. And if your answers are wrong, then you correct them. And you ask questions to correct them. So, anybody know what the slope is on that one? Do you know what it is? It's y equals negative 3x plus 4. And now, Cole, your favorite one, I'm going to try this one. Y equals mx plus b. What's the slope? That's this. What's the slope here?
Wait, we got it.
All of you. What's the slope? You got to pay attention. What's the slope here? The number in front of x is the slope. What's the slope? What is it? Is it Rachel? Yeah. Yeah, don't make it hard. Math is not hard. But you do have to be focused. David, you know what you're doing back there?
That's the answer?
No, that's part of it. Now, I have a point on the line. I would prefer to do point slope. And since I'm the teacher, we're going to do it my way. It's y minus, what's the y coordinate here? 2 or negative 1? Grant? 2 or negative 1? Nick, do you know what the y coordinate is? Negative 1 equals my slope. What did we say the slope was? the slope? We just said what it was. -3, careful with the signs. Then it's x minus what? What's the x coordinate here? No, what's the x coordinate? I don't see a 4. Oh, no. That's the y-intercept. Yes. You guys, we got to get the vocabulary. That's the answer. So, Grant, did you get that answer? I'd make that plus plus and make it nice. Uh-oh. Number 9 looks hard.
Wait, can I have a question?
Yeah. 10's easier.
I didn't really get 6
Okay?
yesterday.
6
I got it.
is, I didn't finish it. Well, I kind of finished it.
Wait.
It's y minus, what's the y coordinate here? What's the y coordinate? -2 equals my slope. What was my slope? Says what it is. What's my slope? I. -7.
I don't even know what's going on right now. I'm not supposed to be here. People like to mess with other people's schedules. I mean, agitate. I'm at to cuss some people out. But you know, I get through the day.
I don't know where you're supposed to be either.
I don't even know.
Do you want me to check my
I'm always
attendance?
talking to old dude. Like, when I'm supposed
You
to
are supposed to be in your other class.
He said after this, I don't have this class. So am I supposed to be having lunch? I don't even know.
No, you're probably
Girl,
supposed to
I
be
got
in your
lunch right now.
class.
This is my second lunch of the day. Me, stressful. I need to take a picture. That's what I need to do.
And he's on the video, so you might have to watch the video again if I get to work. Okay. What's the x value, you guys? What's the x value? Rachel, what's the x value? 1. That's it. Whoops, -1. That's it. If you can't do it, we're going to put you in. Well, that's a mess now. So if you want me to rewrite it, number 6, the slope is -7. And the point was, the ordered pair it goes through was 1, -2. What happened? Okay, you have to know the form. You could do it this way. M is equal to y minus y1 over x minus x1. Do you guys remember slope formula? Do you remember slope formula? How to calculate the slope? It's the change in the y over the change in the x. So my slope is -7 equals y minus, I'm showing her a different way, y minus a -2 over x minus 1. What happens to the 2 negatives? Because it's going to be ugly if I don't take care of that. Yes. Yeah, it's only 8 after the hour. Well, we'll see. I got to make sure you understand this. What happens to the 2 negatives? What do 2 negatives make? Yep. So -7 over 1 equals y plus 2 over x minus 1. Now, in science class, you do this all the time. It's called a proportion. You should be joining the guys back there if you're going to be here, because you're doing something different. I don't think you're supposed to be here, though.
I don't know where I'm supposed to be.
You are supposed to be. You should have had a schedule change.
I did have a schedule change.
Yeah, but you're not in here
Oh,
anymore.
you didn't tell me where to go, so I'm like, oh, well.
Well, I can't. The problem is, I don't know if I can help you.
I know who to talk to.
Good, because I don't know who you... Okay. You guys, if I multiply these together, I get y plus 2 equals, and if I multiply these together, I get -7 x minus 1. Do you want to go further than that? I don't. So why do it? Otherwise, you just have to learn this formula, which is still the same formula. There's no difference. It's y minus y1 equals m. I'm circling what you have to put in for numbers. What's the y coordinate here? Okay, Rachel, what's the y coordinate here? What's the y coordinate? That's the x. Just the y's, -2. which you already told me is plus, equals my slope. What's the slope? It's just a matter of substituting it in. And it's x minus, what's the x value? Yeah. Done. That's all there is. Okay, Michael, did you get an answer for the other problems? Number 9 is kind of hard. Actually relates to what we're doing today. So I don't know why it's on this worksheet. But anyway. This is a line in standard form. We have to change it to y equals mx plus b. So we have to solve for y. So I'm going to rewrite it. Now, what do I do when I solve for a letter? Now, those little calculators I have will do that for you. Come on into the chaos. We want to solve for y. You know what I do? I circle what I want to solve for. Okay? You got an answer there? Oh, no, you don't.
Why are you focusing on me? Seriously.
Because I'm focusing on everybody.
Why are you focusing on me? Why?
Right now, because that's not right. So we have to fix it.
I know, but other people probably didn't get it.
Well, I'm looked at yours. I care about you.
Get what?
Yeah, he didn't even have anything. Now, you are not supposed to be, well, you don't want to be the typewriter. You want to write with your hand. Yes.
Is there word on this page?
Is there what?
Word on.
Yes. Actually, she goes into Schoology. There's probably some more.
Okay.
Because it's in there. She logged, if she can get into school. She couldn't get in the con.
Yeah.
We got to figure that out. Try it at home. Okay. How do you solve for y, you guys? How about you? Let's see what you got for an answer.
I can't find that page. I've been looking for it.
Oh, on your remarks?
Yeah.
I don't know where it is either. I don't know. Did you get it? Nope, you haven't done that either. Okay. How about Michael?
I got to hear what.
Okay, so he copied, but you should have everything we have for 7. Everything needs to be there. You helped him, right? Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Okay. Yeah, kind of nice. Okay. Most of you don't. David, I didn't see yours. You don't know how to do it. Would you like a worksheet? I got that. You probably have one. Just do it on paper pencil until we figure it out, okay? Good thing they don't have pictures. Did he get it?
All I need is press one button.
Oh, show me so I know what he's doing. Okay. Okay, you guys. I don't know what this looks like. I need to find the slope. It's not 2. You have to solve for y. I want this all by itself. So how do I get rid of a plus 2x? How would I make it go away? Michael? How would I make a positive 2x go away? Minus what? That's right. Minus 2x. Okay. Algebra is so easy. What's a positive 2x and a minus 2x? Michael? What's a positive 2x and a minus 2x? No. $2 minus $2. You get nothing. What happens to 4y's? Is the 4y still there? Nicole, I haven't asked the question yet. So hang on. Nope. This is 4y. Now, these are 8 apples, and those are 2 oranges. Can you subtract them from each other?
Four. What?
Should we get them the CAS calculators, Mr. Yu, and let you type it in? Are these alike? What's 8x and a minus 2x? That's 6x. Not yet. Guys, wait. Shh. That would be 6x if there's an x there. Do you see an x there? So you get, this is the best part of algebra. 8. Now, you guys, you got to do better, because otherwise, if not, I'm going to switch it back to linear. No, you can't do it. You can't do it. Okay, David, did you get that? Now, I don't want 4 y's. How many y's do I want? No, I want 1. How would you get rid of 4? What did you say, Nick? What do you do? What? You can. How do you undo that? Grant, how do you undo 4 times y?
Oh,
What?
I know.
That won't change it, but you got the right idea. Do you know?
4 divided by 1?
4 divided by 1 is what?
4 divided by y.
4 divided by y. Y's will cancel. Not the, I want y by itself. Divided by what? I want this to be a 1. What'd you say? 4. If I divide by 8 here, I'm not going to get 1. I want 1 there. You guys learned all this last year. Divide by 4. Divide by 4. Okay, so what do I get? Besides a mess on my board.
Big mess.
I'll move this one down. I'll just finish working here. So what's y equal to? What's 8 divided by 4? 2. What's 2 divided by 4? It's a fraction.
Negative 2 4.
Negative. You could leave it 2 fourths. What fraction is 2 out of 4? A half. Okay, this is a tricky question. I want it parallel. Which number is the slope? The 2 or the negative 1/2?
Negative 1
Who said that? Good job. Lalo. The number in front of the x, that's the slope. Okay, so I like to write that down. M is equal to negative 1/2. It goes to this point. There are 2 ways to do this problem. Which way do you want to do it? You can use either form. Cole likes the other form. You want to do the other form? So it's y equals the slope. What's the slope here? Negative 1/2 times x plus, this is special. 0, negative 1 is the y-intercept. If the x is 0, the y value is where it crosses the y-axis. So that's what?
Negative 5.
No. Oh, you're right. Negative 5. Read the question. I wrote on it, but it's right up here. Y-intercept's negative 5. I don't care about that one. It's passing through. I could graph this. This one's parallel, but it goes through negative 5, not negative 1.
Alright, wait. So,
That's the answer. Negative 1/2 x plus a negative 5 or minus 5. I'm going to add a new page to do the next one. Perpendicular to 7 minus 5x equal, no, what does that say? 7 minus 5x equals 5? 7 minus 5x. No, you guys aren't helping me here. What was it?
y minus 7x minus...
Yeah, I'm a little dyslexic. Y equals 7x minus 5. I get it. No, minus 7x, right? Okay. I'm going to fix my minus so it looks better. Okay, how are you going to find the slope here? Because that's what you're going to get from this one. Question?
Yeah, we just need the passcode for your Schoology.
Did they, but David, you need to know how to do this. Yes, I know. Well, hang on. I can do it. Schoology, Schoology, am I in there? Yeah, I'm having some issues here too. There we go. Courses. I'm going to get rid of the other one. I don't know why they erased it. Ah. That's an 8 and a B. Okay, ready?
It's y equals 7x.
Thank you. Okay. And oh, that's right. That's why I said this one's easier. And what does it pass through? Or do I know what it passes through? A point. You guys know that's a point, right?
Wait, you can just switch those around like that?
No, I copied it wrong. It goes through, the point on the line is 0, -1. I just copied it wrong. And it's perpendicular. Do you guys know what the symbol is for perpendicular? It looks like this. So that means if my line looks like this, if it's perpendicular, the perpendicular looks like this. Do you remember how to find the perpendicular? Well, first let's find the slope of this one. What's the slope? What's the slope of that? What's the slope? Yeah. Nope, that's the y-intercept. Y equals mx plus b. Write it a zillion times, you'll get it. What's the slope? 7. Now, if I want the perpendicular, that's the symbol. This is 7/1. So what's the slope of the perpendicular? I can write it like this. You remember what you do? Look at this. If this is positive slope, this is what? So it's negative, and we always things always happen in pairs. So if I make that negative, what else do I have to do to it? What's the only other thing you can do to it? Flip it. Reciprocal. 1/7. Okay? So there's my slope of my new line, and it goes to this. Which one do you want to use? Do you want to use y minus y1? Okay? Because you know what? It always works, no matter what you do. So it's what's the y value here?
So do we do the worksheet?
Simplifying fractions, yeah, 1 and 2. Oh, did I give you the quadratic one? Sorry. Yes, it is. Equals the slope, which is, I'll give it with you right now. And it's x minus 0. Because I'm in that class. I hate this.
I could do that up here.
Yes. So you can do that. Just go to the other course and you'll find it.
Which one?
The linear one. It's got my picture there. Because what's the x value? 0. That's it. I don't even care if you simplify it.
So all those, so when it's 7/1 and 1/7, that stuff is really needed.
Yeah. Oh, what did I forget to do? I'm a little distracted. What did I forget to do? That's the parallel one. What's the perpendicular one? -1/7. And that's all you have to do. I can handle 2 classes. Ooh. And these are all going to be the same kind. Let's try this. This one's easier yet. So why they put the hard one right away, I don't know. Where should I write my equations? So you should have them in front of you. And that's the next worksheet, but I don't even know if I have it up on Schoology, so we need to get this one done. You have this form, and you have this form. Yes? Because we have to get this. Yes. It's just a page away. I forgot because I was distracted because I wanted the perpendicular one, not the regular one, so I forgot to do that. It happens. It does happen. What happens if you get distracted while you're driving? You could crash. You always have to assume that nobody's going to follow the rules. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, you guys, can you do this one? Write the equation in slope-intercept form. Do you know which is which? What's this one called? What do you know here? What is this? That's a what? David, what's that called? X1 and Y1 is called a point. What else do you know here? A slope. What do you know on the other one? What do you know there? Michael? What is that? That M. It's the slope. And what's B? The y-intercept. Okay, they want slope-intercept form. That's this one for this question. So what is it you want to know? What do you need to know? You need to know the slope and you need to know B. Can you get the slope? It's parallel to this. So what's the slope going to be? 5. Slope is just a number. Okay, do you have that now, Grant? Nick, do you have it? Slope is 5. Now, this is going to be I guess this isn't easier. Point slope is easier form. Let's start with point slope and go to slope intercept. You know, and I apologize, these slides are really not big enough. That's just because it's my first time using these. So let's do y minus, what's the y value here?
7.
No,
No.
this is the point it goes through. 5 equals my slope. What's my slope? Not right now. 5. And it's what? X minus 3.
Oh my gosh.
Now that's point slope. That is not slope intercept. Who wanted to leave? You? Oh, yes. Sorry. I didn't know who it was. Okay. Guess what you have to do? You have to solve for y. Now, you could have used this form. It's way harder. It's easier to do this. Do you remember the distributive property? Y minus 5. Do you remember how you can distribute 5 times x? Remember that?
5x.
That's right. That's 5x. Can't get any easier than that. And then you distribute 5 times the negative 3, which is? And I may be doing this different than Mr. Yu did. He might have used y equals mx plus b. You can do both. But look how easy this is. What's 5 times 3? 15. Now, I want this negative 15. Thank you. I want to solve for y. I don't want that negative 5 there. So your little brother or sister hanging around and you don't want them there. So how do you get rid of them? Grant, how do you get rid of a minus 5? Okay, plus 5. Which one is that one alike? Rachel, is it like the 5x or the 15?
5.
Which one am I going to add it to, the 5x or the 15? 15. And here's where we have problems. All I did was I used point slope. I can do y equals mx plus b form because you probably have done it. But you know what? I don't have to know any fractions here. It's easy. So then I'm going to solve for y. And this is 5x. And what's a minus 15 of plus 5? This is where we have issues. Cole, do you know what it is?
That would be 10.
What kind of 10? Negative 10. Do you want to do it with y equals mx plus b, the way you probably did it last year? Which in calculus, I don't do that. I do this. Cole, question.
Oh no, that's the answer. But
That's the answer.
negative 10.
Could you have done this? Y equals mx plus b. What would you put in for y? Here's the point it goes through. What would you put in for y here? That's what? 5 equals my slope. What was my slope?
3.
No. It's 5. It's the number. There's a lot of things going on. That's what makes this hard.
3 is 3.
Well, I'm going to show you it's 3. What's the x value? No, b isn't 3, is it? So 5 equals 15 plus b. Then how do you solve for b?
Is this just an example, or do we need?
I'm showing you the other way to do it. Then you have to subtract 15 from both sides. So negative 10 is equal to b. You're not done. You now have to put it in this form. Y equals my slope. That was 5, right? X minus 10. It takes all of these steps and only a few this way. It makes no difference, but I will guide you to go to that way. Oh, finally an easier problem. Number 12. Which lines are parallel? Do you know?
The first one,
Why?
was,
Maybe the access code is
Yeah.
different.
oh wait,
What's the slope here? How do you know if they're parallel? You look at the slopes. What's this slope? Nope. Slope is just a number. Michael, what's the slope of the first one? No. It's mx plus b, which is the slope. It's an m, sorry. It's 3. What's the slope of this one? Grant, you know what that slope is? It's the one in front of x. Negative 1/2. Nick, do you know what the slope of the next one is? It's 3. So which are parallel? I'll highlight them. This one and that one. That was easier. Okay. I would like you guys to take this home and try this. Try finishing it up. There's a lot of reading. I'll admit that that's a lot of reading. And now, as we do an introduction next topic, which we've already kind of done actually, let's do these. These you should be able to do. I don't want that color, let's do red. How would I solve for x? What does it, by the way, what does it mean to solve? We better talk about this. I'm going to tell you that x is equal to 1. Did I solve that correctly, David? I did it in my head. I said x is 1. Is that right? Cole, is that right? Guys, I need you focused. Michael, is this the solution to that? Michael? Did I solve that correctly? I told you x is 1. Why not? Why not? No, don't give me the answer. Why is that not right? How do you know it's not right? Looks right to me.
3 doesn't go in the.
No, you're solving. I'm not asking you to do that. How do you know if your answers are right or wrong? How do you check them? Nope, that's not how you check them. That's how you undo the problem. What? No? How do you know if it's right? Okay, you said I'm wrong. Okay, I'm going to tell you it's 2. What's wrong with 2?
Not right.
What's not right?
Not right.
1 goes into 9. David? Why? Okay, what are you doing when you put that, when you're doing that 3? You're substituting it back in here, and you're seeing if it makes what kind of a statement? X equals 3? Why? Because when you put negative 3 back in here, what do you get? Is it true or is it false? It's true. That's what solve means. We have to know what it means. Solve means to find the numbers that make the sentence true. That's how you write numbers. That make the sentence true. So, David said negative 3 makes it true. Let's find out. Is 3 times a negative 3 equal to a negative 9? Yeah. Could I have done guess and check? Yes. Can you guess and check on some of these other ones? 16. What do you add to 10 to get 45? Okay, you claim it's 30. Is 30 plus 10 equal to 45? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Okay, so 30 didn't work, but does 35 work? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with guess and check. The problem is, Cole, it doesn't work all the time. So this one, maybe you could guess what that is. I can guess what that is. Can you guess what the answer is to 18?
Oh wait, I don't echo.
What is it?
Actually,
Yep. Now, let's do the problem as though we don't know how to guess and check, because maybe it was 1.9 and now we got some troubles. Do you remember how to solve for these things? You solve for x, I'm going to circle the one I want to have by itself, and I got to get rid of the plus 1. How do you get rid of plus 1? Minus 1. You're reversing order of operations.
Then 6, then 2 goes into 6.
Now, this is the solve process. Solve means to find the numbers that make the sentence true. Guess and check is one way to find. Another find is to do it this way. So I get 2x equals 6, and I'm fine here. You do not have to show dividing by 2. What's the answer? Grant, what's the answer? 2 times what is 6? I know you know this. 2 times what is 6? Yeah. Done. We're done with that one? Okay, now let's do 17, or should we, let's see.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is this one x equals 1?
No. We want to solve for y. I like 17 better, it's easier. How would you get y by itself? How do you get rid of the x? Michael, how do you get rid of the x? I want, if x is added, how do I undo it? What's the opposite of adding x? Subtracting x. So I'm going to subtract x and subtract x. This is the best part of algebra right now. That gives me nothing. I check in my head, and I can't add those. Can I?
But y was, when I was right, I just didn't.
I can't add them. That's it. I don't have to know any arithmetic. It's even easier. And you can do that on the calculators. Well, let's go back to 17. I mean, I like to go across, but that's not the way this was numbered. What do you have to do that? Oh, you can tell me what x is. Can you just guess? What is it?
6.
Rachel, is that right? Yep. Could you just guess? Yep, no problem. I don't care. Okay, one more, and I am going to give you homework, except I'm going to have to put it up on Schoology. Do you guys, everybody have internet at home? Okay, we want to solve for y because we're a day behind already. And if the other class comes in here, we're in trouble. We may be in trouble anyway. I want y by itself. Who's hanging around with y? Jacob, who's hanging around with y? Who don't you like? No? Who's being added to y? Negative 2x. How would you get rid of it? What's the opposite of adding? I mean, subtracting. Add. Let's add a 2x. Okay, Nick, you got that? What's the answer here, Nick? What is this? You're going to submit this to me today. That's 0. Y equals, is that 5x? Michael, is that 5x? What is it? It's 3 plus 2x. Easier than 5x. I don't have to do anything.
Would it be 5x?
The only way to get 5x is to have 3x plus 2x. Think of boxes with that label on it, you're counting them up. That's why it's so important to understand what we're doing in math. Now, you should have this, and you should submit it to me before midnight tonight. I will save this. Now, I will also put on your assignments, the assignment I want you to work on, and I'll put it up on Schoology. That'll be probably the first thing I do. So give it a try. It's going to be like these problems. I think you're going to find it actually easier.